Hi, my name is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your number one source for real estate advice online. And in this video, I want to answer some of your subscriber questions about overages. Before I get into the topic of this video though, make sure you subscribe at the bottom of this video, and that way you get my newsletter. Also, you can reach me directly by just sending me a message, realestate@juliamspencer.com. And I hope you get a chance to do that. So let me just read this question I got from a subscriber because I actually went into great detail to answer this, but I wanted to make a video because I think it's probably useful to all of us. So I had Mr. Roberts send me a message, Anthony Roberts, and he was asking me about overages. And one of his questions basically was, why would you not recommend it? So here is my answer. In short, because if you're going to learn about real estate investing, due diligence, how to read property records, how to deal with government officials, how to find people, how to sell your idea to previous owners, how to get them to sign, etc., then I would hope with putting in all that time and effort to do it correctly, specifically the legal work for which you will in some states have to pay extensive attorney fees. Attorneys are required in some areas to collect overages. Then I would want you to at least obtain a property for yourself for all that work. So I'm trying to protect you guys here. This property, or hopefully several, will generate income for you forever, versus a quick influx of cash which you would get through an overage investment scheme. Overage investors and flippers have cash while they work, but real estate owners have true wealth even if they don't work. That's why I don't recommend it from my perspective. New students are blinded by the quick cash though, not seeing that owning real estate pays in 5 dimensions over many years versus just once. Overage investing is just cash. Owning real estate, you have cash, you have huge tax benefits, amortization, appreciation, inflation diffusion. I'm not recommending to place your time and efforts into overages simply because I feel it doesn't give a return which justifies the effort, not like actually owning real estate. So that was my answer why I don't recommend real estate investing in terms of overage investing, because I feel like you would just be doing all this research and all this work, and in the end you have some cash in the bank, but it's going to disappear pretty quickly. Now, if you want to use overage investing as a sideline of your business, or if you want to use it as a springboard to get some real estate under your belt, all the power to you. But I would definitely not focus on it as your full-time job. And it is going to be a job, basically. So there's another question too. I'm open to any advice you can give on the subject matter because I too would like to avoid paying super expensive training fees and avoid the most common mistakes. So what I can recommend to you guys is learn how to invest in real estate. Everything related to how to research records, how to do diligence, how to talk to government officials, how to find the information, which in many cases is very much localized to your area, is applicable to buying real estate as well. So if you're going to learn it, do it. Learn real estate investing. The way I look at it is that if you learn real estate investing, that is really even tax sale foreclosure investing. That's really going to be your grade school, while as overage investing is technical school later on after high school. So it's like an advanced topic. So you're going to have to get the basics down. For that, of course, I have audiobooks on my website. I teach how to invest in real estate in general terms. I also teach on how to invest in tax sale foreclosure specifically. There are 3 separate audiobooks on that on my website. They have all a little bit of a different focus, but they are not all the same. So if you have a question about that, I would recommend you check out the module titles of each audiobook, and feel free to ask questions. And I hope that helps. That's really what I would recommend. If you want to become a good overage investor or excess proceeds investor, learn how to invest in real estate. And believe it or not, some of the overage investors out there, excess proceeds investors, have come to me to learn that side of the business. And so I'm telling you guys, start there. Don't start from the end and try to go back to the beginning. Start from the beginning, basically. So the next question is, which audiobook teaches how to research property records and laws of lien priorities and jurisdictions? Do you have additional YouTube videos to demonstrate this? So my answer to this is, I teach due diligence in all 3 of my tax sale foreclosure audiobooks. I also teach priorities as part of the due diligence research in all 3 to a degree, as it applies to tax sales, not that for overages. For overages, you really don't need to know the lien priorities, because as an overage investor, your overage is always going to be last to any other lien. Specifically, in this audiobook, I teach each step of due diligence that I engage in when I buy foreclosures, and that's that audiobook called Make More Money with Tax Sale Investing. It's on my website. And that was the second question, or actually the third question. There's one more question, so I'm going to answer that as well here, and it reads, in your YouTube videos, you talk about getting up-to-date and regular weekly, fortnight, monthly, etc. lists. Were you referring to overage lists or tax sale lists? So my answer to that is, I go to tax sale auctions. These are the lists I get. What an overage investor looks at is what happens after the auction. So what was sold, where, for how much, and who the owner was previously. The lists are really the same. However, the overage investors list is going to be much smaller, as a lot of the properties before a tax sale foreclosure don't actually make it to the sale because of a variety of reasons. Could be because they've been paid off, could be because they're pulled from the sale for whatever reason. Who knows, Could be that that particular sale is canceled. I don't know. And so when the final lists are published online for overage investors, which sometimes you have to pay for because they have subscription services for these, they're usually outdated and useless. And this is what I'm telling you guys. Don't spend a lot of money on getting overage lists online unless you're guaranteed that these lists are updated on a daily basis, pretty much. And again, my book, How to Make More Money with Tax Sale Investing, has an interview with an overage investor, an excess proceeds investor, and he kind of talks about how he gets the lists. Now, I've not researched to see whether these lists are actually accurate, but those are the lists that he works with. I would personally think that it's much better to actually monitor each sale and see what actually sells as it does. And if you're going to do that, you might as well buy a property, right? It's always better to, like I said, it's always better to actively monitor a sale live or live online to get the most accurate list for whatever purpose, specifically for overage investors. But note, I don't do overages, so once the sale is done, I personally don't look at what happens to the properties afterwards unless I bought them. So I hope this makes sense. So that was my question here to Mr. Anthony Roberts. I hope that answered it. Make sure you go to my website at the bottom of this video. Check out my audiobooks, of course, but also subscribe to my newsletter. And if you have additional questions, post them at the bottom of this video. You can also send me an email. It's realestate@juliamspencer.com. And I hope you all have a great day investing, and I hope to see you investing very successfully very soon. Have a great day.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.